All right. Good morning, everybody, and a very beautiful morning to you. Speaking to you here from Abuja, Nigeria. I trust you're well, and your morning is well. Your night was fine, and you are doing super well. So thank you so much for joining us once again. Sorry about that technical glitch we had earlier on. So we sincerely apologize for that, and the interesting part is we are here now, right? And we'll be having a very interesting time together this morning. Myself and Amarachi, and we're going to see Amarachi in the chat. So do well to tell Amarachi hi and tell her how you're faring this morning. Tell her how your sleep was, and tell her how you're holding up. Okay, so you do well to tell us how you're faring, how you're doing, what's going on around you, and then to just drop all of that in the comment section. All right. So my name is Udemaba Hussein, and I'm a trainer with Impact Her, and I'm going to be your facilitator for this session. And we are going to be doing this very interesting topic on how you can build your brand and sell online. Building a brand is key. After having that business idea, it's very key that you build it, and then selling is what will make you to stay in business. Imagine a brand that will be in business without making sales. I can bet you are going to run out of business in no time, right? So you need to build that brand and you need to sell. And the platforms you're going to be using to sell are going to be online, right? So I'm going to be sharing a couple of tips and that will help you to build your brand and to help you to sell your business, your services, or whatever you're going to be doing. All right, so just some housekeeping. Do well to hit that thumbs up button and then hit the share button, copy the link, and then invite a friend, invite friends from wherever they are to come join us here. Once again, we are sorry about the technical glitch we had earlier on, and we are going to make up for that. That's why we are here, obviously. Yes, so we are going to be doing this in 3 different segments. Now, the first part is we will discuss the importance of having an online presence as well as the various steps you can take to establish your brand online. And then we'll look at what you can do to develop your e-commerce offering. And then lastly, we are going to discuss top tips for utilizing social media to drive sales. Right? So we're going to be doing this in 3 different segments. So I'm going to be taking a pause at intervals, each of the segments, to answer to your questions, right? So I'm going to be having time to listen to you. So I want you to ask me questions across anything you want to do. Ask us questions, and then we'll be happy to ask you questions back. Let's have it to be very interactive, right? Because I won't be speaking all the English alone. So do well to also tell Amarachi how you're faring, right? Tell Amarachi how you're doing. Tell Amarachi how your morning is, how your morning is going, and how excited you are to join us for this session. All right. So this is just a reminder for those of you who don't know that if you own a small business, or if you own a big business, if you own an NGO or any of those kind of businesses, and you want it to grow and you want it to scale, and you're intentional about its growth, right? So I want you to apply to the Google Hustle Academy. It's a free boot camp. It's a 1 week boot camp. Google is going to give you a drill across everything, right? You get to learn everything, including the practicals to all the basics that we teach here on YouTube, right? And then you get to learn how to pitch, and then you'll be matched with a mentor that will push you through all your challenges. All right. So you just head over to g.co/Hustle Academy. And then Amarachi is going to be sharing that link in the chat. So head over to that link and subscribe to join the session. Subscribe to get accepted into the next cohort. Thank you so much. Who came first? Mathanaya Williams. Thank you so much. Nkosi, thank you so much for joining us. Please do us a favor. Mathanaya Williams and Nkosi, yes, please do us a favor. Copy this link, copy the stream link from the share button, right? And then share it in your platforms, the group where you are, where the group is joining us from. Please share it there so that they know that we are live on this particular stream. We had a little technical hitch with the former one, That is why we are here now, right? And we are sincerely sorry about all the hitches we had. So please, you guys are more like the closest contact people we have right now. Please do well to just copy from the share link, click the share button on your YouTube, and then you're going to see copy or share. So just share it to the platform where everybody is. Everybody that was supposed to join us here, please just share it to them, and let everybody come here and join us as we run through this particular interesting session together. Thank you so much, Kosi and Williams. Thank you already. Okay, so I can see the number is already increasing. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right. So do well to sign up for the Hustle Academy if you have not done that. So just have that link saved somewhere so that you can always go back to it and get things done. Right. All right. Okay. So I'm going to be asking you my first question. So how do you currently market your business online? Oh, thank you so much, Nkosi. Thank you so much, Williams, for admitting. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sincerely appreciate. All right, all right. So these things happen. Technical hitches, these things happen. So and we sincerely apologize for it. There are some things that technically is beyond your powers to control. So this was just more like one of them. All right. So we expect to see that number growing. So please, as you join us, say something, say hi, say hello, something, just say something, right? So that we know that you are here with us. Excuse me. Okay, so how do you currently market your business online? How do you market? How have you been marketing so far? How what are those medium through which you used to reach your audience, through which you used to reach your clients? So share with us in the chat. Let's keep Amarachi very busy. Share it in the chat for us. Let's know how you've been doing your business over time. Were you doing it? Have you been on Google? Or have you? Thank you so much, Kubisa. I hope Durban is beautiful this morning, the beautiful city of Durban. I hope to get there someday. So I'm speaking to you from Abuja, Nigeria, and I hope you are well. Uzoma, thank you so much for joining us. Please, just like William did, click the share button and copy the link, and then invite people from the pool that were supposed to be here. Let them join us here because we had a little hitch with the former stream link. All right, so please let them come join us on this new one. All right, so Nkosi said I market mine on Facebook and WhatsApp. That's the platform, two platforms I have for now. Thank you so much, Nkosi, and I hope you've been seeing the much results you've been expecting from those two platforms. All right, so who else has something to share with us? What platforms have you been marketing before now? Please share with us in the chat which of the platforms you've been using to market. All right, so the first part of this presentation is how you can establish your brand online. And now my second question now. So what are the benefits that are brought to your business by going online? What are the benefits that are brought to you by going online? So Nkosi, what benefits have you enjoyed from marketing through Facebook and WhatsApp? That is basically what I'm trying to find out. What benefits were brought to you? What benefits were brought to you? And we want to know. Share with us, basically. Williams, share with us. Kosi, share with us. Uzoma, share with us. And who else is here? Share with us what benefits are brought to you and your business by going online. And what results have you seen when you weren't online, and what results are you seeing now that you are now using the online platforms? So share with us in the chat. Uzoma, Nkosi, and Kubisa and Williams. Okay, so those are the 4 names I can pronounce. The rest of you, please do well to say something so that I can at least pronounce your name. Aha, Dr. Hassan Hamid, thank you so much. I hope Egypt is beautiful this morning. Thank you so much, Dr. Hanan, rather. Dr. Hanan. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you are doing very great this morning. So, I want you to tell us what benefits are brought to your businesses by going online. Excuse me. So, a little housekeeping again. Do well to hit that thumbs up button, number one, right? And then after hitting the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button. We are yet to, and then turn on the notification bell, right? And then hit the share button, copy the link, and invite a friend. Invite people that were supposed to be here. Like I mentioned earlier, we had a little technical glitch with the format stream link. So please copy the share link and invite them. Maybe you can invite them from the comment section of the other link, or you can invite them if there's a pool where everybody is, and possibly maybe a WhatsApp group, or maybe an email, or maybe something. Please do well to share the link with them so that they can come join us here. And thank you so much, Matanaya Williams, and for telling us what you use, the platform you've been using. You use Google. And then Uzoma said that people come to know about what I'm doing. Yes, because you've taken your business online. All right. So here is a couple of stats that should raise your concern, basically. So why are businesses actually going online? So we have it that 1.79 billion people have shopped online last year, just 2021, and that figure should increase should raise a concern for you, should raise your eyebrow, right? And then we have it also that 97% of people learn more about a business online than anywhere else, and obviously that's true. People don't go around asking people about a particular business. All people do now is just to jump on Google and they're asking a question, and now all the answers are just shown up to them, right? And then it's estimated that by year 2040, 95% of purchases will be through e-commerce. Now we are already seeing that number have a sudden spike ever since when the COVID came, right? And so then 95% of people are going to be buying online through e-commerce by the year 2040. All right. So how businesses get to use the internet? So businesses use the internet to sell their products, to buy products. Business use internet to advertise, to get to reach customers, and then they offer text and banner ads and websites, and then pay-per-click and all those other means to reach customers, because what you want to do is to sell to them, right? And you want them to possibly buy your products or buy your services. And businesses also use the internet to get to reach their customers. You know, the bots that are available on the websites available for the customer care is meant for you to be able to reach your customers easily. And then if you're using social media platforms, you also get to find out that you can respond to chats, can respond to comments. Same thing with the Google platform, you can respond to reviews. So it makes it easier for you to be able to reach customers. And now you can always find what your competitors are doing in the online space as well. You can see what information they're sending out, the kind of content they're sending out, and from their social media platforms, right? And then you can also know what they're doing. It gives you that room to make that research. All right, so businesses use that to sell their product, to buy, advertise, reach customers, and make competitor research and market research generally. All right, and now let's see how you can build an online presence. So it's important and absolutely essential for a business to have an online presence, whether it's a website, an e-commerce platform, or that small business that's marketing through your WhatsApp or your social media accounts, or however you're marketing. It's important that you take that business online. So even if that business, your company does not conduct business online, customers and potential customers are expecting to see you online, because everybody goes online to search for things. The slightest question anybody has now, they jump on Jumia, they jump on Google rather, they jump on Google to search for it, right? So Google always give you responses of people that are only have an online presence online. So if your business does not have an online presence, you may be losing out on a lot of clients. So an example you can see there is Inveli Design. They have their Google My Business website, and then you have Juma Art Stores. They use Wix to create website, and both of these businesses are registered already on Google My Business. I'm sure a good part of you are from South Africa, so I'm sure those brands are not completely strange from your ears. Now there are different types of platforms that are available for you to market your business through. You can own a website, you can own you can use a social media platform, you can use an online directory, you can use an e-commerce platform. But let's look at a couple of stats for e-commerce in Africa. So we have about 400 million internet users in Africa, and that is second only to China. So that is to show to you that China, they have the highest population, and now Africa is right behind them, 400 million internet users. And that's a great number that you can always leverage on. So imagine the amount of people you are going to be reaching if you are online. So that means you'll be losing out on a good percentage of people that are online if your business is not online, right? And then we also have 10% of retail sales with an estimated value of 75 billion by the year 2025. So Africa makes up to 10% of that number. And that is a great number to also raise your concern. And now again, we have 16.5 billion revenue generated from e-commerce in 2017. So if that was 2017, you can imagine how much that number will be in 2022. So that number must have skyrocketed by now, right? So these are a couple of stats that should raise your concern. And then we look at e-commerce platforms. Now we have Amazon. Amazon is the popular big retailer that are available for mostly anybody can order things anyway, but it's a US company. People can always get to sell there. People can always get to buy from there. Now we have Konga. Konga is the Nigeria's leading e-commerce platform that offers a large range of products that can be found on one platform. So you can find anything, basically everything on Konga. And we have Jumia. So Jumia is also a Nigerian brand. Also, you find everything: cell phone, product, television, groceries. You can buy basically everything online. All right, so there are a couple of marketplaces as well. We have the Kili Mall, which is an online shopping mall in Africa, and that's Kenya's biggest online shopping mall. And then we have the Bid or Buy, which is also an online marketplace, and that offers convenience for people to buy and sell. And then we have Gigi. Gigi is an online marketplace for Nigerians, right? And it's one of the big marketplaces you have in Nigeria. People can always get there to buy everything across anywhere, both the brand new ones and the fairly used ones and all of that. So you may want to check up Gigi, you may want to check up Bid or Buy, you may want to check up Killing More, depending on the country where you are, right? So Bid or Buy actually is South Africa's biggest marketplace. So you may want to check out Bid or Buy for those of you that are in South Africa, Killing More for Kenya, and now Gigi for Nigeria. And then let's look at online directories. So basically, online directories are websites or printed listing of businesses which list businesses within their niche-based categories, right? So businesses are always categorized by their niche, categorized by their locations, categorized by their size, and they may be compiled either manually or always through an automated system. So just basically so that customers can always get to find your business easily, whether it's a business to business or whether it's a business to customer, it's B2B or B2C. And we have examples like the Yellow Pages of Africa business pages. What this basically means is this is a particular website where businesses go to set up an account with them, so that when people get to make a search about your business, about a particular category or a particular brand, the business can always show up to provide services for whoever is in need of them. So how do you get listed on an online business directory? Very simple process. Just all of them have basically the same process. You just get to register your business details, right? And after you've headed over to the Africa business pages, if that's the one you want to use, the Africa business pages, register your business details, your contact details, the sector of your business, and the country or the region, right? So, and that's basic across all the other platforms that actually exist. All right. So let's say you can get your business on social media. So with the right marketing plan, you can use social media platforms to create successful campaigns that will get to increase your sales, give you brand awareness, and raise your customer service level. So setting up social media accounts are simple as these 4 steps: getting to sign up, getting to add your pictures, getting to create your username, and adding all your business details. So and this basically applies to all the platforms that exist: YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. Twitter, Facebook, and all those other places. So I want you to let me know who is on TikTok. TikTok recently got a very large traction of late, right? So I want to share with me, are you on TikTok? While I take a pause to come to the chat to answer your questions. So if you have any questions for us, do well to ask us. So it's time to answer your questions. If you have any questions, drop it in the chat for us. All right. Okay. So everybody, so how have you been enjoying yourself so far? Matanaya, Uzoma, Dr. Ahmed, who else is here? Nkosi, and everybody. Thank you so much for sticking through, and thank you for keeping Amarachi company. Okay, so if you have questions for us, please do well to drop it in the chat right now. Let's get to see um, what challenges you have. And I asked the question. So, how many of you are on TikTok? Are you on TikTok? So let me know in the chat if you are using TikTok currently. Are you using it for personal use or are you using it for your business? Which one are you doing? So let me know in the chat. Um, as I'm actually been doing so far. I hope you're engaging us super well. All right. So for those of you that are still here, please do well to hit that share button and then invite a friend to join us here. Invite a friend to join us here. Invite those that are supposed to be here to join us to have this great session. All right. Um, okay. Nkosi said, how do I create a good website for myself? Okay, Nkosi, we're going to be answering that question in a bit. In a bit. But meanwhile, there are a couple of ways you can create a good website for yourself. Now, I'm going to make a couple of suggestions. I'm going to be talking about it shortly, right? You can set up a Google My Business, a Google Business Profile account, and then Google Business Profile will not just give you the possibility of landing on the map. It will also give you the possibility of owning a free website, completely free, right? Completely free. All you just need to do is just be sending content to that platform. That is for Google My Business, or you can head over to sites.google.com. So under sites.google.com, you can have a free website as well, very free. The only difference with site.google.com is that you may need to buy a domain if you're not ready to use the free link that they're going to give to you. If you want to customize it to what you want, that means you may need to pay for a domain name. We'll talk about domain shortly so that you understand better what I'm trying to explain, right? And that's it for Google sites. Or you can head over to website builders, the likes of Wix.com, Squarespace, Magento. You have platforms like GoDaddy now also have website templates where you can also get to create website for yourself, right? And then again, after creating the website, if you don't like the way the link is long, you can buy a domain and you buy a domain and set it up properly. So it's all choice. So what happens in all those places I just mentioned is they are all designed templates of websites. So what you just need to do there when you get there is just edit it to suit what you want, edit it to suit what you want, and then you go live with it. That's all. Just maybe change the pictures, maybe change the captions, the headers. You don't need to design it from scratch like what you would have done if it was actually going to be a developed website where you get to build the content, build everything around it. So it's quite simple. So if you want to check out all those platforms, Amarachi is going to share that link. Amarachi has shared the Wix.com. I'm sure she can share the Google Business Profile link as well, so that you can always jump up there and pick up those little details. Okay, so I'm just going to be heading over to the second part of this presentation. How you can develop your e-commerce offering. Right, so now the first step is for you to pick a domain name. I'm now answering your question in details now, to pick a domain name. So domain is basically the name of the website, what customers will use to find you. Google.com, Facebook.com, Instagram.com, TikTok.com, or it could be nkosi.ng, nkosi.sa, depending on the name you used, depending on the last name extension. It could be .com, .net, .org, right? So you can find domain names across your brand. You can find with the last name extension based on what you want. And domain names are not free, just so you know, right? And domain name, you pay for it yearly. But there are platforms now like GoDaddy, GoDaddy.com that are offering you to pay domain for monthly, no more yearly, and the prices vary. Imagine me wanting to uh, go and buy Facebook.com. They run in billions. So what happens is if I buy one, I own it. No other person can use that name on the entire internet again. If the closest you can get is for that last extension name to change. It could be Facebook.com, and then I can buy Facebook.net or Facebook.org, but it can't be the same. It's more like a real estate. And once you buy it, you've owned it for life, right? So that's how it works. So just head over, you could head over to Africa Domains, could head over to GoDaddy, could head over to Google Domains. Wix is also offering domains now. There are a lot of domain registrars. You can always head over to buy a domain for yourself, right? And then you secure your name with GoDaddy, like Domain King, Hugo Host, Bluehost, and Host Africa, and all those other places where you can buy your domain name from, right? Okay, and then the other part is for you to, after buying the domain name, for you to get to build the website. Remember, I mentioned Wix.com, right? So you're heading over to Wix.com, and that link has been shared already. So head over to Wix.com. Wix.com is a website builder. It's just one of the most popular of them. Wix.com, Squarespace is also one of them, right? Magento is one of them. Magento.com is also one of them. Google Sites is one of them as well. Google Sites, you just head over to sites.google.com. It's easy to get that one. Wix.google.com. Wix.com, sorry. Squarespace.com. Or maybe you can use the GMB website as well, right? So they're all website builders. So what you need to do, just get head over there, edit the templates that are available there. Like what you're saying now, you see a lot of templates that are available there, and just edit it, tweak it, put your pictures if you want, or just tweak the options available, the captions, the headers, everything on page 1, page 2, and all the pages. When you finish, the other part is for you to upload content. Your content is going to be your pictures, like what you can see what Juma Art Stores did here, or what Inveli Designs did here. They put pictures of their brand, right? What they were doing, the product, their services, what you do, your products, your services, and everything. You tell your business story around your website or that website you're trying to create. Now, it's not, you don't necessarily need to go pay developers to build it from scratch. Yes, you may get to a point that you need that because those are very expensive ones, right? So you can use this other option to get things done without actually involving a lot of money, right? So after you've done all the content, the writing, pictures, services, maybe videos, I don't always advise a lot of videos on the website because it drags the load speed actually, right? And then when you're done with that, there are best practices that we can recommend for you to create your website, because you need to prioritize the message you're sending out to your audience, right? You need to prioritize the message that is going out. You need to make your audience, the message needs to resonate very well with them, right? Communicate. You need to not just speak English, you need to communicate with them. And now, importantly, you need to research what your competitors are doing. So you figure out what your own unique position is. What are you supposed to do better? What are you supposed to do differently? Research what other websites in your industry and the people you are having more like your competitors are doing, and what you can do different to make you stand out. And more importantly, you need to learn about the search engine optimization basics. Now, if you type a keyword on Google, you find out that Google gives you it gives you responses on your page 1, and then on page 2 you find another set of responses. Page 3, page 4, page 5, page 6, and all those other places. So those are all people's websites. I don't know how many people always go to page 2, page 3, page 4. I don't know if you used to go to page 2, page 3, page 4. I'm not sure you do. So if you do, you are just one of the few percentage of people that actually get to do that, because a lot of people don't go to page 2. So now the fight of optimization is so that at least you appear on page 1. So that is where the search engine optimization comes in. And now there are a lot of things you can learn while setting up your platform, while setting up your website, to be able to have your website begin to be able to have Google begin to index your website out to the front. Few things. Now, the first of them will be to do a keyword research on your industry and then fix your keyword as strategic locations on that your website page. And now you also get to set up Google Search Console so that Google Search Console can give a couple of suggestions on what is going right and what is going wrong on your website. Maybe your pictures are too heavy, maybe the videos are too heavy. Google is going to give you the pixel you can reduce it to so that it can help you to load fast, because the load speed also comes into great consideration when Google is actually trying to index a particular website, right? And then more importantly, having your business registered on Google My Business will also help your local SEO, where you get to also be sending out your continue to know all these little basics while you're trying to create your website by yourself. All right, so let's go a little above and beyond with e-commerce plugins. So plugins are just extra enablers that can help you to do more instead of sitting down to build it or paying somebody to build it for you, right? So the likes of promotion codes, promotion and discount code tools that somebody would have, a developer would have needed to build it from scratch, and then to still come down with a lot of bugs and all of that. You can always get e-commerce plugins, and then you can find promotion and discount code tools. You can find easy to check out tools. You can find search engine optimization plugins. You can find email integration plugins. You can find multiple payment options plugins where you can plug into that your website to make it to enable the functionality to feel better. So imagine somebody wants to pay out on your page, and maybe it's in a country like Nigeria, where there's a lot of restriction on dollar spending. So you find out that the person has very few options. Maybe the person needs to pay through PayPal, or maybe the person needs to pay through Skrill or Neteller, or maybe the person needs to pay through a dollar card, and he has a dollar card but can't get the money physically, maybe to convert it to Naira to come and pay through Naira that you want. So you can always have that multiple payment options that are available on your website, and you can always get that through getting those plugins built into that particular website. All right. So all these are just extra enablers to get your website to work and perform better and do better than what you would have spent more time doing. All right. So where do you get these plugins from? So you can head over to WooCommerce, you can head over to Easy Digital Downloads, you can head over to WP e-commerce. You can get all those plugins on those particular platforms, and there are a lot of other platforms where you can also gather plugins for your for your e-commerce websites. So importantly, just like I mentioned earlier, your load speed is very important. So you need to make sure that your website loads very well on both mobile and on desktop, right? Because a lot of people are now using mobile phones. People are now using mobile phones. So we have a couple of statistics here that should raise your concern, because basically, if you are looking at an ad result, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all those results, you're going to see that more people are viewing your ad from mobile devices, right? And this is just to raise a concern about why you should make your website to be mobile friendly. So you have about 2.4 billion people that will shop online, that shopped online in 2021. So that number sort of tripled by now. And now we have about 21 million online shoppers across Nigeria and South Africa and Kenya currently as we speak. And we have about 50 million of consumers shop more online than in store. A lot of people, I'm part of that 50%, right? I'm part of that 50% of people that shop more on mobile than in store, because people always jump to Jumia, jump to Gigi, jump to Kilimall, Bid or Buy to search for items, jump to Amazon to search for items. They don't actually people don't actually walk into a store like it used to be before, right? So people just head over to their phones and then they get the message, they get the details of whatever they want to do, and then they just get it done, right? So that is just to raise your concern that making your website mobile friendly is very, very key for what you want to do. So what you do now, just head over to g.co/test my site. It's a Google website. So what's going to happen is you're going to type that your domain name in that space bar, in that search bar, and then Google is going to crawl the website and to show to you the speed of that website on a 4G network. Sometimes the website can load very slow, and it's going to tell you all the suggestions, what you should do to make that website to load faster, and to give you a couple of tips where you can optimize. For instance, like I mentioned earlier, if you have a truckload of pictures that are very heavy in size, or maybe a truckload of videos that are very heavy in size on your website, it may turn out obviously that that website is going to load very slowly. Because most times when you find Google websites, they're always designed with a white background, lesser pictures. You always find lesser pictures on Google website because it's supposed to load fast. So when you bump the whole space with a lot of pictures, a lot of videos, it's going to look catchy anyway, but it's not going to give you that much needed results. Search engine optimization wise, not going to give you that much needed result. So you can always check how mobile friendly your website is. It's going to give you mobile suggestions and desktop suggestions as well. All right, so I'm going to be taking the second pause to come to the chat to answer your questions. So if you have questions for me, do well to drop it in the chat for me as well. Thank you so much. I can see new names here. Ajeuche Charity. So sorry, we had a little technical glitch with the former stream link. Okay, the host sites I mentioned. So GoDaddy is there. Let me check that again. We have um, GoDaddy. Let me confirm that so that I won't mix it up. GoDaddy, Domain King, we have Bluehost, Host, OneGrid, Host Africa. You can find your domain names on these places. I hope that is what you were asking for. Charity. Thank you so much, Thema Limited, for joining us from Zambia. I hope Zambia is fine. All of these plugins, yeah, a few of them may be free, and a few of them may not be free. But most times, plugins may not be free, or sometimes it could be free as well, because you can find out that if you have Chrome extensions, you can always Chrome extensions are free. But because what happens most time is they'll give you the free version, and then they're going to show to you what more it can do if you pay for it. So there may be some extra features that are available there that you may need to get to pay for if you have need for them actually. So they may be free, they may not be free. So just head over to those places and where we share so that you can confirm it is free or not. Thank you so much, Tima, for that beautiful Charity for that beautiful questions. Tima Limited, thank you so much. And everybody I see, why are people not asking me questions? What's happening? So ask me questions, right? I hope I know. I know. Maybe you don't get everything right. Maybe some things are appearing strange to you at the moment. So please ask us questions. Let's know if we are doing well or if we are not doing well. So you can just head over to WooCommerce, Easy Digital Downloads, or WP Commerce. There are a lot of them. You can just Google plugins on Google search, right? And then you're going to find more of those more of those websites where you can get to get your plugins for your website. Yeah. So Charity, thank you so much for being very nice to us. Okay, and everybody, FEMA Limited and Nkosi Williams and Uzoma and everybody that I say thank you so much for joining us. Please do well to drop us your thoughts, suggestions, and what you feel we could have done better, and everything basically. And ask us questions. We want to answer your questions. All right. So once again, just hit the thumbs up button. Number one, hit the subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell. Number two, then the most important one is hit the share button. Copy the link and then invite the people that were supposed to be here and to join us here as we are going to the last part of this presentation. So do well to share with us what you think as we go into the last parts, and then we'll wrap it off. Okay, so let's see how you can utilize social media to drive sales. So how can social media benefit your business? I'm going to be asking you once again, how can it benefit your business? I know, yes, I know you the people that came a little early, you must have answered this question earlier. So if you did not come early enough, so this is a time, this is a recap you have been asking for, Charity. So this is a little recap we've been asking for. So how can social media benefit your business, right? So try to tell us in the chat and what you think social media, the benefit it will bring to your business. So tell us in the chat. I'm going to wait for you to say something before I move on. And every other person. So Tima Limited, I hope you're still there. So why not just tell us something in the chat, how social media can benefit your business. So drop something, say something, you know. I'm anxious to read what you're going to be telling us. So Charity, this is a much recap you've been asking for because this question was answered earlier in the session. So drop what you think there in the chat. All right. And Thema Limited and every other person that's here, please do well to keep Amarachi busy as well. As we tend towards the end of this session. So how can social media benefit your business? So a couple of benefits social media could bring to you would be to bring you generate a lot of sales for you, to get you to reach new audiences, to create new opportunities for you to reach new audiences, and all of that, and to add value to your brand because to raise your customer service level, and then you can always start the two-way conversation, and you can always gain valuable insight, valuable customer insight from what is happening around your business and around your page, right? So you may not be able to get all of that done if you are not using the social media platform. Thank you so much, Charity. So social media increases business awareness. It increases the likelihood um, of more sales. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Charity. And every other person that's going to drop a response for us. And so social media also gets to improve your marketing because you get to target specific types of customers, right? And then you build relationships and networks, both business to business and business to customers, and then you build your community as well. And then you also gather up information to stay competitive and at the top of your game. So let's see a couple of tips on how to set up a social media strategy. Now you get to look at the audience, the business goals, the social platform, the tone of the voice, and what does success mean to you. So we'll be looking at the audience now. When defining your strategy, you should have your customers at heart. The customers are your first point of consideration because they're the ones that are actually keeping you in business. So you need to understand who are your audience, what are they interested in doing, what or who influences them, when are they usually online, which social media platforms do they get to use, right? Which platforms do they use? Are they using Facebook? Are they using Instagram? Are they using TikTok? Are they using YouTube? You find out which platforms you need to concentrate your efforts in based on the kind of products that you have, right? Are they usually online around the clock, right? If you have, maybe possibly if you're running an ad, um, you're running an ad that is supposed to target Nigerians. Nigerians sleep between maybe 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. So there's no point making the ad to run between 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. You'll be wasting money. But there's some people that still do nights. So you need to understand when your audience are always online. Are they more online in the morning? Are they more online in the afternoon or in the evening? So that they can get to grab your message and it will resonate well with them. You need to understand what influences them. Where are they? Who are they? Their sex, raw data, their demographics, their location. Understand all those raw data about the audience you're trying to target, and then you define your goals. You give better service, better customer service if that is what you want to achieve. If you want to grow your brand awareness, if you want to generate more sales, you want to get more people to visit your website, you want to connect people to you want to connect to influencers. Whatever your goals are, they must be what you want to achieve for that your business and for that your brand. So you define your goals from before you even get started. And more importantly, you pick a platform. Um, some platforms are business focused. Some of the platforms are also lifestyle focused. Business focus would be more like LinkedIn, right? And lifestyle focus would be more like Instagram, TikTok. So it's not all businesses that resonate well on TikTok. It's not all businesses that resonate well on LinkedIn as well. You need to find which platform those your audiences are, so that you can always send your message there. And then you also understand that you choose a platform carefully. Start with one and test it. You learn. Then you get to try another one, try another option that is available, right? And then you also different channels have different needs. Different channels have different tones. And technically speaking, different channels have different spirits. When you're on Twitter, you want to be violent. When you are on TikTok, you want to play and dance. When you're on YouTube, you want to learn how to. When you're on Instagram, you want to take pictures, do videos. Also all the platforms have their own spirits. So you need to understand the different languages of each of those platforms so that you can know how to try and tweak your message so they can resonate well with your people, right? So there are different strategies. That's what I'm trying to say. There are different strategies for each of those channels. So pick either of them, test it, learn, then you try the next one. You may not want to do everything at once because it could be a little bit daunting and a little bit overwhelming if you are on all of them. You need to reply to all comments and everything, so it could be overwhelming. So you just stick to what works most times. That's always what is recommended. So define your brand's voice. Your brand voice could basically be your brand guidelines, what people should do, what people should not do, the logo. You should have a logo that people that can stick to people's mind. Imagine a brand like maybe Mercedes Benz or BMW don't have a logo. How will you even feel like? So I can see the logo of Mercedes even in my dreams, right? I can see the logo of Google even in my dreams. So you need to have logo. Logo will stick into people's subconscious eventually. So you need to have a logo. You need to have your colors, your kind of fonts. Google have their fonts. Google have their colors. Google will be white, blue, white with a touch of blue, red, green, and yellow. That's Google. Mention a brand like MTN. It's going to be yellow and blue before. Now it's yellow and black. A brand like Coca-Cola is going to be red and white, or it's going to be red and white for Airtel. So the colors will stick. It sinks into people's subconscious that this brand, these colors are for this brand, right? And this logo is for this brand. So if you're a business without logo, you need to think around it. So you can head over to create logos for yourself, and you can head over to canva.com and create logos for yourself. And then you can find it, you should have a tone of voice, your personality. How do you want to relate with people? How is your tone? Are you always salesy? Are you always selling every time? Because your content basically is supposed to inform, educate, and entertain people. So it's not every time that you're supposed to be asking people to buy, pay for services, and all of that. So your tone of voice needs to identify your kind of personality, right? It could be a little bit playful while still doing what you're supposed to be doing, or you could just make people understand that there's a person behind the brand to help people to feel relaxed when they're dealing on doing business with you. And then your style of images also counts. And then there are a couple of do's and don'ts that you also fix into your brand's social voice. And then what does success mean to you? Success, depending on what your goal was, could be maybe you want to have growth in sales and traffic, or you want to have improvement in customer services and calls, and star rating that will come on your Play Store, or maybe star rating that will come on your Google business profile. And then, or you can want to increase your brand awareness, get to have increased numbers and mentions. You need to define what success means so that when you actually hit that, you understand, okay, I've succeeded in this particular milestone. Not just doing business and just letting the wind toss you about and all of that. You need to define what you want, and then you should be able to measure it so that you know when you've succeeded and when you've not succeeded. All right. So which social media platform does your business currently use? So share with us in the chat which social media platform your business currently uses. All right. Okay. So now we have the first one being Twitter. So Twitter is a good for quick, is good for quick conversation and PR, right? So you get to create a professional looking profile with your header image and the at your name. Like my own is at UD Wonder. It could be at Google Digital Skills for Africa. It could be at Amarachi or whatever that at name is. And that name is unique to you, just like you opening a Gmail. No two people can share the same username that you have. Just like you owning a domain name. No two people can share your domain name. So it's one name per time, right? And then you get noticed and you join conversation by using relevant hashtags. Ask questions, you run polls on Twitter as well. And then you can always retweet, engage with people, engage with comments, content from people you like. And then you can use pin tweets to also display important messages as well. And then Facebook is great for helping people, helping customers find and see what your business is doing and what your business is about. Now we have about 92 billion monthly active users on Facebook, current statistic. And then you can always add your opening hours, your closing hours, your contact details, the link to your website. You can always change the call to action, maybe from shop now, contact now, buy now. Just change. You can juggle all those options together. You can always use the GIFs and the videos to generate interest and increase shares and likes. And then Facebook is one of the lifestyle platforms, as well as Instagram, where technically it's a great place to draw people's attention with your visuals. Visuals could be pictures, could be videos. Just basically people get there to tell stories about what they do and get a lot of interest, get a lot of people drawn to their brands and their products. And then you may need to go a little easy on hashtags, because Twitter is basically for all those hashtags. So you may need to go a little easy on hashtags on Instagram, right? And then you can always find a lot of influencers in that space. You can always find a lot of brands also to follow and people, and then you can find them interesting for you to follow them. Okay, so that is Instagram. Is more of a lifestyle place. You can go there to have fun. You can go there to also give people fun to have to. And then LinkedIn is more of the professional, business focused kind of platform, which is great for recruitment, for building professional network, or connecting with peers within your industry. You can always get to create your personal or your company page. Then you can add a profile to it and encourage employees to become brand advocates eventually. So now you make company pages. You need to make your company page, your website page, or your LinkedIn page, and all those other pages. You need to make them search engine and friendly, because you get to generate interest, create special showcase pages, get to share products news and thought leadership, follow great people that are available in the industry, various industries, to see what they're doing, to see what their companies are doing. So LinkedIn is that place that is more professional for you, right? Now, I would have mentioned TikTok and YouTube, but a lot of you know already that TikTok and YouTube is a great place where you get to share videos, video content, and have fun while doing business. So a lot of people can always run to YouTube to find the how-to videos, how to do this, how to do that, and all of that, right? So YouTube is that place. TikTok will give you all that much platform again, and to enjoy yourself and to do a lot more. All right, so I'm going to be taking the last pause before we call it a day. So do you have any questions? Any questions, please? And I'm looking at the chat right now. Musa Yaya, thank you so much for joining us, and everyone that's been here. Annie Jonis, thank you so much for your very kind words. And Charity, thank you. Tima Limited, thank you. And Nkosi, thank you. Uzoma, thank you. Mathania Williams, and everybody that has been through this call, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you gain value from what we shared here this morning. So, since there are no questions, I'm just going to head over to draw a conclusion. Right. So March is going to be sharing this link again, g.co/Hustle Academy. So Google is going to be giving you a 1-week drill across marketing, across everything in the digital space, teach you financing, teach you how to pitch, and then we'll teach you, we'll link you to a mentor that is going to mentor you through after the entire session, right? All right, so sign up for the Google Hustle Academy and get enrolled for the next cohort. And now you can find out that this 1 hour, this 50-something minutes spent is not enough. So there's a lot of materials where you can learn on learndigital.withgoogle.com/digital skills courses. So I'm actually going to be sharing that link once again in the chat. So do well to head over there and then get certified on a few of the courses that are available there. Right, and you can find us on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And so you can always find and follow us on all those specific platforms. All right. So the next session is going to be communicated to you. That's going to be obviously next week. So it'll be communicated to you through via emails and all those other places. Please do well to stick around, stick close, so that you come back to learn from what you've been doing. So thank you very much. Thank you so much, everyone, for all the for the time you spent here with us, and thank you for keeping us engaged. Thank you for keeping Amarachi busy, and everyone that is present in the chat. So I look forward to seeing you again in the next session. All right, so enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy your weekend, and God bless you.